All right, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I'm give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem Kakadash. Also, we give up honor to the elders and apostles of GMS that rule well and teach for forgiveness, 100% truth. All right, I want to play this little video of this foreign minister talking about what's going on. We'll play a little bit and then we're going to grab a few scriptures.
To make significant progress, as the Omani foreign minister said in his statement, and he checked his statement with both sides, and both sides agreed with the term he used. And we were made really significant progress. They were happy when they left, but I don't know what happened after they left.
And I asked Iran's foreign minister about whether his country is prepared for a possible ground invasion from American troops. Watch this. President Trump has not ruled out boots on the ground in Iran. Are you afraid of a U.S. invasion in your country?
No, we are waiting for them.
You are waiting for the U.S. military to invade the ground troops?
Yes, because we are confident that we can confront them, and that would be a big disaster for them.
So you're saying that Iran is ready and willing to take on the U.S. military if there were to be ground troops?
Well, we were ready for this war even more than the previous war. So you can see, the quality of our missiles, how much they are upgraded after the last war, because we learned lots of lessons. And we are prepared for any other eventuality, even, a ground invasion. So our soldiers are prepared for any scenario. When I said that we are waiting for them, it didn't mean that we are waiting for continuation of the war. No, but we have prepared ourselves to confront with any scenario, with any eventuality, any possibility, and we know that we can handle that.
Are your allies Russia and China helping you?
Well, they are supporting us politically and otherwise.
Are they supporting you militarily?
Well, military cooperation between Iran and Russia is not a secret. We have worked with each other in the past, and that has continued, and will continue, I guess.
And they are actively helping you in this war?
Well, they have always helped us.
So I'm gonna understand that to mean yes, that they are actively assisting you in this war?
Well, I'm not going to give the details of our cooperation with other countries right in the middle of the war.
For more, I want to bring in our chief international correspondent, Keir Simmons. He joins us from the region in Dubai. And Keir, he made a...
All right, so you heard it from yourself. So this all fits into Ezekiel 38. Let's get that real quick. Matter of fact, also, before we get that, I want to get this too, because they're saying, Iran is saying that they're ready for, for them to come. Pretty much, they ready for the U.S., okay, to put troops on the ground. Okay, but also, I got this article over here in the End Time headline saying Sudanese Islamist commander vows to send troops to Iran if U.S. and Israel deploy soldiers, right? So eventually these Islamic nations are going to get together, okay? But if we go to Ezekiel 38, because I believe that that's a part of, those are Cushites. Those Sudanese, those are Cushites, okay? Let's get it. We'll start Ezekiel 38:1. It says, "And the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesied against him." Okay, that Gog is talking about a Russia. Okay, which those lands, right? Those lands are Japheth lands, right? But the Heavenly Father used ancient names. Okay, and the ones that occupy that land are the Russians. Okay. And it says, and they say, thus says Yahweh power, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal. Okay. I will turn thee back and put hooks in thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth in all thy army and horsemen, all of them clothed with sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords, okay? So the Heavenly Father is going to turn them back, okay? Turn them back to the old days, okay? To put that spirit back into them, okay? Because you got to understand, back in the USSR, okay, that was the reason why NATO was actually created, to combat that, okay? So the Heavenly Father is going to put that spirit back in Russia to put them back in that mindset, right? So it says, verse 5, it says Persia, okay, which we know to Persia to be those Iranians today, okay, the Elamites. Ethiopia, okay, Ethiopia, that's Kush, okay? So those nations, matter of fact, yeah, I thought I had to pull it up. Yeah, so those Sudanese, those are Kushites, okay? And what do you see? Persia, Ethiopia, okay? Those around those, that region around Ethiopia, and in them areas around those are Kushites, man. So it says Persia, Ethiopia, Libya, and with them, and all of them with shield and helmet, okay? So you see, it says Sudanese Islamist figure fighting alongside the National Army has appeared in a video circulating online, voicing support for Iran and threatening to send fighters if U.S. and Israeli ground forces enter the country, okay? It says in the clip of Aji Naji Abdullah, described online as a figure within Sudan's Islamic movement that supports the armed forces, says Sudanese Mujahid will stand with Tehran. We support Iran, and we say it from here in Sudan, he says in the footage using incendiary language. If the Americans and the Zionists deploy ground forces in Iran, we will send forces from among us to confront them. We say this openly, with all our battalions to fight there. So it's about to get real interesting, man, in that Middle East, man. Okay, and it's the Heavenly Father mustering the host, okay? There also been reports of coming to find out the Mossad agents, okay, which are like a secret intelligence from Israeli government, got caught planning bombs, okay, and blame it on Iran. Okay, so you see what this devil is doing, okay? It's trying to pretty much start all this other shit, right? And blame it on Iran. That way they can justify their actions, okay? The way you can pull these other nations in for them to go on Iran, okay? So it says Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togomar, the North Quarters and all his bands, and many people with thee, okay? And as you see, he was going into how America's allies, I mean, not America's allies, Slovakia, but he was saying, is Russia and China helping you, you know, down the lines like that? He was saying that Russia is always, you know, they always help them or whatever, okay? Because you got to understand that, we'll read right here, it says, be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them, okay? So Russia is a guard unto Iran, okay? So it's going to be a time to where Russia's going to get fully involved in it, okay? But they are a guard, okay, to these smaller nations, okay? And this is what you're seeing, okay? You got China as a guard to them, okay? And this is exactly what you're seeing, right? You just prophecies are popping off the map, right? Let's get let's get Joel. This is Joel 3:9. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles of these other nations. Prepare war, wake up the mighty man. Let all men of war draw near. Let them come up, okay? So you saying it's the Heavenly Father that is telling these nations, okay, putting that in their mind to prepare for war. And as you see, Iran is saying that we're ready, okay? We've been preparing for this, okay? Iran's been preparing for this for years, okay? They've been building up their weaponry, okay? And it's going to go into, it says, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say I'm strong. Okay, and that's what Iran's saying. Okay, they've been preparing for years. They've been building up their weaponry. Okay, instead of putting all their equipment on agricultural equipment, they've been building up their weaponry. Okay, they've been waiting for this day. They've been preparing for this day. Okay, so now you got all these little nations standing up. Okay, America's, they can't just go in there and try to bully these nations no more. America doesn't hold that affluence that they used to do, to where they used to have these nations shaking in their boots now, especially when you got Russia as the guard to them. All right, so we're seeing these prophecies happen, man. Let's get Habakkuk 3. Yeah, this is Habakkuk 2:1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth. Okay, so pretty much interpret and break down these prophecies. Okay, and make it plain. Okay, go teach someone else. That way they can go teach someone else. All right, so it says, for the vision is yet for a appointed time, but at the end it shall speak these prophecies and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come and it will not tarry. Okay, so we're living in them days. Okay, the end. All right, we seeing Ezekiel 38. We're seeing Joel 2 or 3. I think it's Joel 2. 3. Salakia. Yeah, we're seeing Joel 3 come into existence. Okay, so we seeing Yahweh Bashan Shai. We're seeing him stirring all this up. Okay, that's the time we're in. We're in the time of war. Okay, but you still got Jake here doing debates. Okay, and not understanding what's going on. All right, this is the times that we're living in, right? Let's get Isaiah 34:16. Yeah, this is Isaiah 34:16. It says, seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail. Okay, these prophecies. None shall want her mate, but for my mouth it hath commanded, and his spirit hath gathered them. Okay, so none of these prophecies shall fail. Okay, you can't make this book with no other book. Okay. So we living in some exciting times. Okay, these are the signs that was told, okay, to us to watch out for. Okay, for the signs of the coming of Yahweh Bashan Shai. Okay, so this was just a quick little video. Hope this video was edifying.